Joining us now, we've got People Magazine's chief foreign correspondent, Simon Perry.
Hello,
You've got
Simon.
the latest royal updates. Welcome, Simon.
Good morning.
Hi,
How are
Simon.
you? Welcome to London.
Well, thank you. We brought our weather from sunny California.
Thank you.
Let's begin with the dad. What did you make when you heard the news about Meghan Markle's dad potentially selling photographs of himself?
Well, I wasn't surprised, having seen the photos over the time, that they look staged, and clearly Samantha's now confirmed that, hasn't she? But she wanted to just show her dad in a good light, I guess. They feel they've been under siege a lot from photographers, so I know that was his way out.
I guess we might as well own it.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it, at least
That was their point, but it's difficult for Meghan, isn't it? You know, we got in the magazine this week a story about her relationship with her father, and it's been through its ups and downs, but sources told us, but they're now at a good place, and they love each other very much. And
he will be walking her down the aisle.
So.
Let's talk about the actual wedding day and what we know. The reception is going to be a standing reception. What does that mean? I guess is that there are too many people, so everybody's going to be standing room?
Yeah, there's big decision was made, wasn't it? Rather than sitting down for a nice dinner, which would seem to be the grand royal way, they're going to be standing around with bowls trying to eat prawns or whatever while talking to the Queen. But
the Queen's standing too, I can't imagine.
Maybe not. But I guess it gives the couple a chance. They're not going to be there very long, an hour and a half, 2 hours, 600 people. It gives them a chance to get round them all through the big room, the St. George's Hall. So,
yeah.
How does this feel different than 7 years ago for William and Kate?
It doesn't feel as grand in that sense. We're out in Windsor. It's a bit more intimate, I think. There was 1,800 people at that wedding. There's 600, a third of that number at this wedding. So it feels different, feels a bit more intimate, maybe a bit more relaxed, and the bowl food being one of those sort of things.
And the Queen just signed the instrument of consent, officially granting consent for Harry to marry Meghan.
Yes.
Is it usual that this happens for a royal wedding?
The Queen has to do that for the top 6, as it were, in line to the throne, and he's 6th in line. And it's just one of those wonderful old-fashioned British way of doing things on beautiful old parchment, written out the whole consent, with some lovely touches, such as the emblems of America are represented in there with her, and some of the emblems of his family are represented with him as well.
I love this.
We also love that the bishop of the Episcopalian Church in Chicago is going to be there to deliver an address of sorts. What do we know about that?
Well, he's been chosen. I think it represents America well, doesn't it? And it represents Meghan's family past. Her father's an Episcopalian. Apparently, he's a wonderful speaker and a very great, motivating sort of interesting talker. So it's going to be interesting seeing that blend.
Well, she went to Northwestern College. He's from Chicago. Do we know if there's any crossover back then, or was this sort of a new acquaintance?
Apparently, it's new. The couple haven't met him. They were recommended him by the Archbishop of Canterbury here because he's such a motivational and wonderful speaker.
He's very funny. I was watching a few of his speeches online, and he's got a great sense of humor. So I imagine they want a little bit of wit to the wedding as well.
Yeah, and it brings America here for the actual service, as well as Meghan's obvious involvement.
Tell us, look behind us right now, Simon. Serious about this. What's going on in there right now? Give us the inside scoop. We know she's in residence. Yeah.
The Queen, she's probably sitting back thinking, well, it's tea time soon.
It is tea time, right?
Yes,
tea time right now.
She's going to have a cup of tea, and the corgis will be running around. I'm sure they've got everyone to sort it out for them. They've got a lovely, fantastic, huge staff. The kitchens are already preparing the food, that bowl food. They're starting that today. So, yeah, they can sit back and let other people take the strain.
Do we know if Prince Philip is going to be in good enough health to make it?
They haven't said, but I'm expecting he'll be there. I saw him at the Royal Windsor Host Show on Friday. He was in a car driving himself around, which is only a month or so since his hip replacement. So that's a good sign.
How old is he now? He's
96, yeah.
96 with the best brows in the business. He has the greatest eyebrows of all time. Now, the driver that brought us here was this sweet man telling me that everybody thinks that Meghan is so much of Diana in her. Do the locals feel that way?
She's been taken, people sort of around in Britain have been taken to her really well, and that is very like Diana. I mean, people took to Diana immediately, and they have done with Meghan. I've been to all the occasions that she's run around Britain, sort of meeting people and seeing things that Harry likes and charities he's connected with. And there's no doubt people have come out, and there are hundreds and thousands in places, and just her touch with people is great, and it's very easygoing, and people have warmed to that. I think the diversity side of things has brought a modern Britain to the light a bit more as well, which, you know, other people have come out that might not have otherwise come.
Royals, they've really modernized the monarchy. What do you think going forward? We of course know her job will be, along with Harry, it's about the charity work that they do. How do you think people will view her in those roles?
I think they'll view her as how they already are, I think, to a sense, in that she's got her own views on things. She wants to maybe go in direction of female empowerment and young women and young people, bringing them on and so on, which matches Harry's side as well. She's still feeling out what she wants to do, but it's going to be active, and it's going to be quite interesting and sort of forward-thinking, I think. So
yeah, they say the royals change you, but the talk is that Meghan's kind of going to change the royals a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, and maybe reflecting some of Harry's things that he wants to do, but also bring new ideas of her own. Yeah.
Simon, you've done it again, and you're back with us tomorrow with more news. Thanks so much.
So much. Good to have you here.
Oh my God, it's getting me so excited.
All right, we have been talking, though, Kim, about the Lifetime movie, Harry and Meghan, a royal romance. For weeks we've been talking about this. Well, it finally aired last night. Fans called it just what we love, delightfully cheesy. Okay, this describes it pretty much to a T. If you didn't watch and you saw maybe clips of it, it's trending still.
Okay, we're going to give you one of the best scenes ever.
Good.
Roll it.
Are you joining me? That sounded really close.
Oh, don't worry, they're not. The sound travels for miles.
Okay. It sounds hungry.
They don't roar because they're hungry. They roar because they're calling to each other. It's calling for his mate.
Are you sure?
Wait for it. See? They found each other.
Oh, come on.
The lion mating call.
Can I have some more of the lions? I didn't know what.
Distracting.
Oh.
The lions are making the mood happen. Apparently, that's the scene the royals were worried about.
Well, they
The
should have
love
been. Did they
scene.
hear the lions? Oh, that was
yeah.
fantastic.